Hello, greetings unto you. How are you doing on this fine summer, hot day?
Burn with me.
I was planning on sewing today and I realized that it was almost 100 degrees out and my plants were just so I decided to go and water them, and whilst I was doing that, my dogs decided to have a little adventure. So I ended up chasing them over my yard and my neighbor's yard, which fortunately is only a collective 10 acres. So by the time I got back in here, it was the middle of the day and I was 100% done. I couldn't think about sewing, I couldn't think about anything other than taking a cold shower, which is something that I never actually thought I would want to do willingly.
You stay down there, you claw!
So I decided I could maybe show off some hats. I mean, other than it being, you know, like the devil's anus outside, it's actually a pretty nice day. And I thought, you know, I have been wanting to show off some of my vintage hats for a while now. So I'm going to put on some fake up and try to do that for you. I'm going to show you my summer hats, which are not all of the ones that are hanging on the wall. Oh no, there's lots more. And we'll just have a little chat while we're at it. Take off 2 of my 4 eyes here. Now I already do have some makeup on. I'm not 100% naked faced, and I will deal with this eventually. Even after the water being like the temperature of rain, which is like not warm but not freezing cold either, I was still warm. I was still pretty warm when I came out of the shower, and my wet hair was not doing me any favors in that situation, so I just whipped it up into like a 40s turban type situation. I'm going to put on a fairly basic look here so that when I'm changing outfits, I won't have to change my face to match the outfits. I'm kind of getting an idea of the chick from Who Killed Roger Rabbit that isn't Jessica Rabbit.
Dabbling in watercolors, Eddie?
I don't think I could pull off a Jessica Rabbit very well. So how are you doing this summer? Now that some places are kind of opening up, just as everyone starts to let out a sigh of relief, we get a new variant. Isn't that nice? But other than that, how are you doing? You going out doing things with stuffs and peoples? Because I'm not. I have had a fairly kickback summer, and not by choice. I was going to make a video on it. I might. Sorry, my hand's in the way, just didn't mean to almost backhand you. I was going to make a video about it, but I'm not sure if that's anything that anybody would want to hear about. But let's just say in a consecutive 12 months, I've had to have 3 surgeries, and last month was the 3rd one. So last summer and this summer has been quite literally laid back for me. I got to go swimming twice. That's moving up from last summer. There's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing other than I'm just trying very hard to do like a basic blank 1930s kind of look. I guess the kind of look I'm going for is like Ilsa from Casablanca. There's not a whole lot going on with the glam situation. on her face. That makes it easier to match the outfits I'm gonna try to pair up here. Speaking of Casablanca, what do you think of that movie? I know it's a classic, but what do you actually think of it? I personally don't like it. I mean, I understood the story and everything, and I maybe I'm missing something, because I didn't think it was all that great. It was kind of like, I'm kind of bored. And it's not like I was a, you know, unbroken in or non-broken in moviegoer. I definitely enjoyed my old movies. I grew up on Abbott and Costello. That was like the norm for me. Black and white movies. I actually used to have nightmares from Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein. That terrified me. And so did Care Bears, which I think is reasonable. I could definitely relate to probably the older moms in the audience going, they shouldn't be allowed to show such things in the theater. They're terrifying our children.
Do you remember when we took the little Schultz boy to the movies? And I was so frightened. It was that face.
I was petrified. Anyone else excited about fall coming? It's only barely mid-August and I'm already thinking bonfires and s'mores, lumpy sweaters, and pumpkin spice everything. My spirit season is definitely fall. Every year after a long winter and a short spring and summer really finally kicks in, I get my first dip in the pool. I pop out and I'm like, yay, this is great. I'm ready for fall now. I would love to live in a place where it was fall all year round. Picture Rivendell. Can I live there? It looks like it's fall year round and I am down with that. But what's your favorite season? My husband loves summer. So when it's not summer, he's just like Mr. Rochester and Heathcliff. Basically your cookie cutter Bronte leading man. I personally just try to take each season as it comes and appreciate it for what it is. Although if I had to pick a season that was my least favorite, it'd be spring. I know. That's like the #1 wedding season. I don't like spring. It's wet, it's cold most of the time, and even when it does start warming up, it's not like warm. Plants don't really start popping up until very late spring. It's just, I'm not a fan. But the thing I try to appreciate about spring is it is our first break from winter. So it has that going for it. By the way, you like my my spinny little brush thing here? Everybody say hello to my baby owl. His name is Jareth. And every time I look at him, I think, I can be there for you as the world falls down. Ooh, sun's going down. Bark. Since we're gonna be looking at hats here in a minute, you see, I can wear my hats anywhere, anytime, and it doesn't matter to me what I'm wearing. Something that I find funny is how often people ask me, where are you gonna wear it? And my thought is, where am I not? This is actually one of my more favorite hats. Probably the oldest one I have. The only thing I don't like is how the netting hangs down at the back, but there's not really much I can do about that. I actually wore this hat in one of my other videos, but I don't think anyone remembers that. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's definitely something different than what I normally do, but it's also something that I would like to do on my channel. I'm just now beginning to express the vintage side of myself with a bit more confidence than I ever have before. I know I've been MIA from this channel, but as I mentioned in the outset, I did have surgery, so I was kind of a little
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat.
A little too out of it to be putting out content and making videos. I hope you can appreciate the amount of mosquito bites that I just put myself through to make this video. I do have other videos that I am actually working on, for realsies. You'll just have to wait and see. It's a two-parter, and I hope you enjoy it because I've been working really hard at it and staying up till 2 a.m. and being sleep deprived. It's now been about an hour since my last cup of tea. I need to go fix that situation. If you like what you see, definitely let me know in the comments section down below, and if you would like to join my court, hit the subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.